Hi, it's Sandy Wyllie. Welcome to my mental health channel, where I wipe away the stigma of mental illness by talking about my own personal struggles, having borderline personality disorder, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety disorder, and panic attacks. I talk about depression. I talk about my narcissistic mother um, who abused me in my childhood. I talk about my schizophrenic father. I have a book that I wrote, Life with My Schizophrenic Father, that goes into detail all about that in my childhood and my traumatic brain injured son. And the links to my books are down below. I talk about my unethical psychologist that sexually exploited me and raped me. And I've written about that too, and all those links are down below in the details in the description. Um, And I talk about all the different therapies I've been in and a plethora of other mental health related topics. But I only come on as a former patient of almost 20 years. I am not a therapist. I do not hold a degree in psychology, so I cannot diagnose you or give you a professional opinion. All I ask in turn of you is your kindness and respect always. Please be kind to me. Be kind to other people in the comments. We don't have to agree on everything because variety, after all, is the spice of life. But we do need to always show each other respect and kindness. Now, if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Stick around, take a chance. Hit that subscribe button, the little box on the lower right hand corner that says subscribe. That way you will be notified every time a new video comes out. It's 100% free. So if you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your family and friends. Share it on your social media platforms. Feel free to comment. I love your comments. I always appreciate people who share their own struggles with me. And I will always I will comment back to you. I will never ignore a comment. Okay, today's video. Today's video is all about change. Change is constant. There's always going to be change, okay? A lot of people resist change. They're afraid of change. They like to stay in their own comfort zones. And I'm one of them, okay? But that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about change and how it's always constant, and there's no avoiding change. Now, when I was younger, I couldn't wait till I was older. I couldn't wait to be 16 to get my driver's license, or 17. I forget the exact age. Was it 16 or 17? It was so long ago. I couldn't wait to get married. I couldn't wait to have children. I couldn't wait to be old enough to vote. I couldn't wait to be old enough to drink alcohol, to go in a restaurant and actually, order alcohol. I didn't have one of those fake ID cards like a lot of other people my age did, so I couldn't wait. So I thought change was great. I couldn't wait to get older. I couldn't wait to get breasts. I couldn't wait to get into a bra. Can you believe this? But then as I got older and older and older, and all of these changes occurred, I voted, I got my license, I got married, I have children, I got my first job, I bought my house. Now that I'm almost 60, in 2025 I'll be 60 years old. Can you believe that? I don't believe it. Now, change, it's not so much a friend of mine anymore. I don't like what I see. I don't like the, see that flabby skin? Even though I lift weights, I still have that flabby skin. I have wrinkles on my arms. I have wrinkles on my legs. I have lines all over my face, especially around my eyes. I exercise every day, but it's harder and harder to keep the weight off. As you get older, your metabolism slows down. I'm not looking forward to, to aging, to even looking older than I already look. I look at myself and I go, oh my God, look at those wrinkles around your eyes. Look at the saggy, baggy skin. I'm not going to have the energy I did. My feet have big calluses and bunions, and my knees hurt. A lot of things, when you get older, start to go on you, like an old car. If you have an old car, you'll know what I mean, that you have to invest more and more money to keep it up. It's the same way with old people. A new car, brand new off the lot, doesn't need, get all the bells and whistles and everything. But, I no longer have my bells and whistles. Well, maybe a few, but they're dwindling down every day, and I don't like to see, so I'm afraid of change. I like what's familiar. But that's how we get stuck, we get stuck because we're afraid to change. Before, when we were younger, we had the zest of life. We had the zest to live. We wanted to get older so we could get our license, so we could vote, so we could get a job, so we could go out drinking and not worried about our fake IDs or the ones like me who didn't have it. But as we get older, we lose our zest for life, and we want to stay in our comfort zone, and it's staying in our comfort zone that's really killing us. Charles Darwin said, "It's not the strongest species or the most intelligent species that survives, that makes it. It's the species that are the most willing to adapt." Okay? There's another saying, I don't know who said this one, adapt or perish. Either you change or you die. The only time we stop changing is when we're in our grave. I hate to break it to you, but as long as we're living, we're continually growing. And as we continually grow, we continually change. And the only time that stops is when we die. The body shuts down, the mind shuts down. That's the only time that there's no change. And death. So it's a given, It's a given that if we want to live a well, meaningful life full of zest and joy, that we're going to have to adapt to change, because guess what? It's going to happen anyway. It happens all the time. If you're going to resist it, it's not going to do you any well to resist it. Okay? So you're going to have to learn to adapt to it. And it's not always easy. People change. We want our partner to be exactly the same. My husband has changed immensely since I married him. If you look at my wedding picture, I should have brought a wedding picture with me to show you. My husband had a thick, full head of hair. He had, glowing skin on our wedding day, not one line or wrinkle on his face. My husband was like 155 pounds. He was thin, fit. Now, at age 60, my husband is 60. He's 10 months older than me. I'm going to be 60 in 2025. He's already 60. He's bald. He has tons of wrinkles. He's about 30 pounds overweight. He has a big pot belly. Like he look, you know how men when they age, even women get the pot belly too, not just men. So he looks nothing like he did. And, it's difficult because, it's very hard to desire him in his current physical condition. But I look beyond the physical into what a wonderful person he is, how caring, loyal, faithful, devoted he is as a husband and a father. So I don't look at, the physical at all, because I'm almost 60 and, I'm not drawn to that as criteria of importance in a relationship. Like when I was younger, I was very drawn to the physical. Now I'm older, I'm not. So it's not just physically that we change either as the body ages, as it grows old, and things malfunction, as you know. I have a lot of malfunctions. I don't have the digestive system I used to. I have GERD, that's gastroesophagus reflux disease. I have irritable bowel syndrome. I have high blood pressure. I have a lot of bad ailments from aging. You know, a lot of people get diabetes, or they get high blood pressure, or they develop diseases, Alzheimer's. They get different things as they age because the body is wearing away. It's breaking down. After 40, you're on your slope downward. So it's also, emotionally we change. I've changed emotionally. My husband's changed emotionally. We're no longer naive. We both have hardened. Life has hardened us. A lot of bad things have happened to the both of us. Our son almost died. Our son is severely stricken with an illness that made him an invalid. Our parents have died of cancer, crippling, just horrendous deaths. We've been betrayed by people the closest to us. A lot of stuff, bad things have happened. Our son was, like I told you in other videos, he was brutally beaten. My invalid son, who's in like a nursing home facility for people with, for younger people, not a nursing home, but something that is like a nursing home because he's an invalid. Like a nursing home takes care of the elderly, this place takes care of adults who can't take care of themselves. And he was severely beaten, and they're probably going to let that guy walk. So what I'm saying is, it's not just physically with my saggy baggy arms and the wrinkles and lines on my face. It's what's happened to me over the years has changed me, hardened me. Now, not all people get hardened, but you can't go through one tragedy after another tragedy after another in your life and not have it have some impact on you. All right? It just is impossible. It is going to change your outlook toward humanity, toward people. I don't trust people anymore. I've been sexually abused in therapies I've been in, and I've written books on that with the links below. I've done countless videos on it. So just, if you're new to my channel, just scroll and you can see those videos that I talk explicitly, very graphically, about the sexual abuse in the hands of these professional doctors that took an oath, do no harm. So you can't go through all that and not have it alter you, your personality or your emotions in some way, all right? Relationships change. I talked about that. I talked about my ex-best friend, Holly, how that relationship changed drastically. Her husband told her that he was gay. He had a love affair with another man. They got divorced. And as a result of all that, her husband's cheating and his lying and his all of that happening, she changed. That changed her. She became very bitter. She became very jealous of her other friends. She compared herself, her life, to her other friends' lives. She never made time anymore for us in our friendship. She started having an affair with a married man and neglected our friendship. I mean, I did videos about that too. What I'm saying is, because life had changed and she changed because of life circumstances. And her change changed the relationship between me and her. I no longer became like a priority. The friendship no longer, she didn't put the friendship, I don't want to say first, because that's wrong. You shouldn't put your family, your children should come first, but she didn't prioritize the friendship at all. I mean, so the dynamics between us changed. So, everything changes. So you have to learn to go with the flow. You're going to have to learn to adapt to those changes and realize that change is inevitable, change is constant, meaning change is constant, change always happens. The only time change does not happen is when you die. When you die, you stop growing. Change is growing. We're always growing. Every single day we wake up and take a breath, we should be grateful that, we have another chance, we have another opportunity in life. Every day is a brand new day to start over. You don't have to be stuck with where you are right now. Only you are stopping yourself. But just realize that it helps if you don't resist the change, okay? If you don't resist it. If you resist the change, then you're going to feel tormented. So embrace the change. Embrace your old age. That's what I say. Instead of resisting my old age, I embrace it. I say, thank God I'm alive another day. Thank God I get to spend time with my sons and my husband. Thank God that I can write another poem and publish it. I can put out another video on YouTube and share with you my wisdom from living. I'm not an expert on anything. I just lived almost 60 years, over a half a century. So I've learned things from living that long that people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s don't necessarily have. It's not book knowledge, It's not like I have a master's degree or a doctorate degree. I come on in my video and tell you I don't have that. What I do have plenty of is life experience. I have plenty of it, over half a century of it. And I have a lot of life experience, so that way I can share that. But so I embrace the change, okay? I don't fight it. I embrace my age. I tell everyone. Some women would never say they're almost 60. Nope, they wouldn't. There's an animal in my yard. Oh my God. I gotta show you people. Hold on. Oh God. It's a rabbit. I think it's a rabbit raccoon. Okay, yeah. It's a rabbit raccoon because there's something wrong with his face. Yeah. Where is he?